Welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm your host, Al. We're here on a Monday night, a little bit of a different show. We're looking at some PPs for tomorrow. We're looking at some harness racing here. So let's see what's going on. And there are a couple of things I got to do to set this up the right way. You know, if you're just joining, welcome. All Horse Racing All the Time. Okay, I got to go here. I got to go there. Turn this on. Okay. Set this to sports. How's everybody doing? Big weekend of racing. Royal Ascot is in the rear view mirror. You know, a lot of big upsets over there. And it tells, that just goes to show you think you know everything about horse racing, and you get a 73-1 winner come in, and, all that work, all that leg work goes out the window, right? Ricardo. Hey, Ricardo. How's it going? Hey, Ricardo. How's it? All right. Hello. You playing any of these races tonight? I see they're racing at Woodbine right now. It's the harness racing. I don't know harness racing. I'm not going to pretend to know harness racing, but there. I'm going to take a look at it. I might throw a couple of show bets out there and see if I could double up, and then maybe move to Australia. All right. I'm just setting something up here. I want to make sure I have horse racing tips, horse racing picks, Woodbine racing. Okay, just about set. No, I'm not drinking coffee. It's just after 10 at night here. Okay, I'm just about done. Bingo. Okay. my yes, Asinoba. All right. I'm deciding on a show tomorrow. Do I do a show? I'm thinking Parks. Parks always on the dark days, they give us some good racing. You just hit a nice exacta. Great. Don't know anyone there. I'd have to use the board right now. Now, let me look at this Woodbine. What the hell's going on there? We have 0 minutes to post. We see an 8-5 shot, a 9-5 shot. Is there anyone there? Let me see if, let's look at the pools and see if there's something that jumps out at me, something strange, that there's one that's really going to stand out. I'd say it's the 2. I say the 2 is probably going to drop from 9 to 5. A 2 to place, maybe. Yeah. 2 and 4. Let's look at the pools. What I do with harness racing is I try and go with the pools. The 2 is taking the most money in the show pool. 4 is taking the majority of the money. I'm going to go 6 is a little interesting. I'm going to go 2 to post, 2 to place. Number 2 to place at Woodbine. Now, this is strictly board play. I did not see any PPs. So let's see what the heck happens here. Okay, 2 is 2 to 1 right now. That's not bad. Okay, and they're off. And the truck pulls away. And 2 is sitting back very relaxed, running 4th right now on the inside at 2 to 1. And 4 continues to take the money, 6 to 5. 1 leading the way at 29 to 1. Now, how long does that last? I'm not crazy about the stride of the 2. It's running 4th. I like it to place. What's happening? My screen froze. Come on, guys. Don't do this to me now. All right. Okay, the favorite running 3rd. One nice and easy on the lead, 29 to 1. The jockey is a jockey. They call him a driver here in harness racing. It's just leaning back. They're all leaning back. The 4 is the 2 is sitting more or less upright. All right, they're turning for home. The 2 seems to be going off stride. I don't like the stride of this 2 at all. Moves to the inside. That 1 is still going all the way, folks. 2 is out of it. And there goes the 4, the favorite. Here comes 5. Bang. A bomb, I think, just hit this. No, 5 is 6 to 1. Harness racing. Luis. Hey, Luis. How's it going? Two never really involved. No, I didn't get the bet in. I mean, that's who I would have went with. I would have went with number 2. But all right, let's see who else is running here tonight. Do we have anything going on? Let me go to NYRA. Any Australian racing? My friend John De Silva always tells me, I've had him on the show before as a guest. He's an official at Parks now. And he goes, Alan, no Australian racing. Stay away from that. Asanoba Downs. Okay, race 5. Okay, and that's where Ricardo is playing. Okay, let me see. Where the hell is that? Okay, 6 minutes to race 5. The tout here at NYRA says, in this case, go with the 8, Sky Tizzy. Currently 5-2, open 6-1. There's a couple of scratches of good ones. Number 6, Ask the King, and number 7, Always a Little One. You know, I'm having ice water right now. It's too late for coffee. Bob Burks. Unsinoba. Unsinoboy. Okay. Thank you for the pronunciation, Bob. Good luck tonight. Unsinoboy. Okay, I learned something new every day, folks. Great crowd. Thanks, Bob. Cool. Unsinoboy. Yeah, that's not so hard, you know, when you break it down that way. All right, 4 minutes here. I'm not sure where this place is. Let me see. You know, let's do a lookup here on Google. What country we're in. Canadian horse track. Okay. In Canada. Nice. Big pick 5 here. All right. I gotta think 8's gonna do something. Sky Tizzy. Here's what they say about Sky Tizzy. Could surprise at a reasonable price. Sky Tizzy. All right. Let me go to my wagering platform. Do I even bet on this race? I may just watch. All righty. Christopher, what's up, Chris? I'm looking at Usinoboy. You know, I didn't know how to pronounce it until a few seconds ago. Bob, you know, helped us out. Usinoboy. Usinoboy. It's even tough to say when you break it down. But I'm looking at that. I don't have PPs. You know, I'm out here to do some chat, and you know, something's telling me 8. It looks like the play. I'm looking at the board. You know, 5, 6, and 7. This is Canadian racing. Crap. What's the purse here? Purse is 10,000. I mean, you're talking bottom of the barrel horses. Free PPs on their website. Okay, I'm going to check it out, Bob. Thanks. Bob is the man of the hour here. Aldo. Hey, Aldo. How's it going? Usinaboya. Usinaboya. Love the name. I mean, what a cool name. Thanks, Aldo. Good luck. One minute. Yeah, I'm going to step away for a second and be back in time for this race. I like 8 so far. All right, we're back, and it looks like they're no closer to the start time than they were. Okay, let's see. Ricardo, 5-8 here. Okay, let's take a look at that 5. Let me get to that website. Aldo, $3 pick 3, 251. 251 484. That's what I'm doing. Okay, good luck, Aldo. Okay, so you got 2. Is that a pick 4? 251. Okay. 251 4. Okay, so I know you got 2 for sure in here. And 2 is taking the money, Living Sky. Open 3-1, currently open 3-1, currently 2-1. Let's look at the pools here. All right, 2 is taking the brunt of the money in the place pool and the show pool. And 8 is taking the money in the win pool, a very narrow favorite at 2-1, along with the 2. 5 just for Charlotte. Just for Charlotte is taking a ton of money in the place pool. All right, this should be a good race. Blakeney. Hey, Blakeney, how's it going? Good to see you. Pick 3, 2, 4, 5. No 8 there, huh? Okay, 4, 8, 2, 4. Good luck, Blakeney. This race, I'm just gonna watch. And I'll jump in next race. Um, yeah, I think the 8's going to be around here. Does it win? Maybe not, but not much I could do with it. If I was going to do something here, if I was betting, I'd bet 8 to place. You know, not an exciting bet, but that's what I do. Okay, 8 is a decent horse. Questionable drop, though. Yeah, you always got to, when you see a big drop or a questionable drop, yeah, that's a major red flag in racing. So many times I've had big scores where I threw out a favorite that was taking a big drop and the horse did nothing. You know, there was something wrong with it. That's why the drop. So we'll see. Good luck, everybody. You know, they're finally getting in. It looks like it's still daylight there in Canada. You know, it's not daylight here. I'm in New York, and I don't know where they are in Canada. Maybe towards the West Coast. I don't know. I never heard of this place. Okay, thanks for the pronunciation, Aldo. Everybody, they gave me a heads up on how to pronounce this place. All right, they're in the gate. Good luck. Let's get it done here. Horse racing at night. Gotta love it. Monday night, and the 8 goes to the front. Looks eager early on. 3's right there. 8 is at 2-1, 3, 9-2. A lot of tight prices. And we have a bit of a match race on now between the 8 and the 3. You got to wonder if that knocks them both out. 5 is around. These two are going neck and neck. 3 is a gray horse. They head around the turn. They're coming for home. It's still just 8-3, a virtual match race. The 3 has gained the upper hand. 8 fights back on the outside. 8 coming for home. I should have bet this race. 8 does take it, and it's 8-5. Eight did take the late money in the place pool. 2, the 5 took a lot of money too. 9-2. Uh, 5-8-4, try straight, little money. All right, yeah, the 8 got there. I had no skin in the game. I picked the 8, but I had no money on it, so I can't really claim bragging rights here. But my play would have been 8 to place, and who knows what that pays. I don't even think that's going to be double. I think that's going to be like a $3 place price. 8-5 got it. Yeah. All right. What other options do we have out here? What's running right now? What about the harness tracks? Woodbine at Mohawk. If I had to make a play here, I don't even know if there's time. I mean, it all seems to go through 3. Yeah, I'd probably throw a couple bucks on 2 to Patriarch Hanover, number 2 to place, at Woodbine. Let's see if they're even going off there. Yeah, I 2 right now is 5 to 1. I throw a couple bucks on it to place. I like some of I like what I'm seeing on the tote board as far as the exacta combos. The 2 seems to be very live at a bit of a price. 4's taking all the money. Hip Mama B. No, 3. Pemberton. Let me see if there's a longer one that fits. Six? How about 6? How about 6? Forget the 2 to place. How about 6? Locatelli to show. 9 to 1 right now. Maybe you get some money. Maybe the 3 misses the board. Strictly going by a board play here. I'm going to go 6 Locatelli to show and throw a couple bucks on it. It's 8 to 1 right now. Oat Dipper. Hey, what great looking dogs. Oat Dipper, you doing a show tomorrow? Probably a park show tomorrow, Oat Dipper. Where are you, Al Woodbine? Yeah, I'm looking at the 6, Locatelli to show. I'm not going to break the bank, but I like some of the combos that I see looking at the board there. It looks to be a bit live, and I'm talking about it, and it just dropped Locatelli number 6 from 9 to 1 to 6 to 1. I'm seeing some of the combos. It looks very live. For example, the 4-6 exacta is only $10, and that's the lowest combination with the 4. Yeah, now it's 6 to 1, Locatelli number 6. Yeah, I'd go 6 to show. It's 38 seconds to post here, so getting close to post time. Okay, we got that in. I'm going into my black book, find a nice one. All right, let's get it done here, Ricardo. Me playing harness racing, that's very... that's a different twist here. I think this is the first time I'm doing harness since I've started this show, and the show's 10 and a half months old. And they're coming down 3, 2, 1 down to post. The great camera angle. I'm on 6 Locatelli to show. Not going to pay much. My hope is to get the 3 out of the money. And the truck is going by, and they're off. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy the race. Ice water in the veins. 6 now is shooting towards, is right to the front. Holy cow, like a rocket. Um, Currently 5-1. All I need is this one to hang on to show. Currently has about a 1.5 length lead. Right out of the box. Holy cow. Okay, Locatelli leading the way. Number 4 is coming up right alongside and moving right past, like 6 is standing still. Holy cow. That's HP Mama B, 5-1. Both 4, and 6 are 5-1. One running third, Frank's Angel, 15-1 shot. Patriot Hanover running fourth. That's a 6-1 shot. But right now it's all 4-6. 2 is starting to move. Very strange race development here. Horses making big moves out of nowhere. 6 is going to have to hang on now at this point. I have my doubts. They head for home, and the order right now is 4-6. Okay, 6 still there. 6 trying to make a bid again. Others are gaining, and 6 is going to get swallowed up. Oh, brother. Yeah, 4-1. I'll tell you that 3 was not there. So we're going to get some prices. 6 looked great early. Geez. Ricardo, 6-3-1 Mohawk. I think we got the 4 in first at 5-1. Yeah, 4 in first at 5-1. The 2 second at 6-1. The 1 third at 15-1. The 7 fourth at 29-1. I tried, had that one for show, but nothing. The one did show, Ricardo. Harness racing. Very strange race. And, these horses making moves. The 6 came out so strong. All right. Well, you know what? I'm debating tomorrow. Do I do a park show? What other tracks are running? I haven't looked at the parks card yet. So, if I do a show, I'll get started on that early in the morning. I'm going to step away for a second. I'm just going to get some more ice water and be right back. And if you're joining us, welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm your host, Al. And always a pleasure. And thanks for joining us. Looking at some of the races here, the harness racing on a Monday night. The weekend of racing is over. Royal Ascot, rear view mirror. So, hey, we keep it going. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm your host, Al. Monday night racing here. I'm looking at the harness racing. That's kind of unusual for me, and also at some of these tracks. Stephen R., we got some of the heavy hitters in here. Looking at 96 early pick five at Parks tomorrow. The late pick five today paid almost 30K. How's it going, Austin? Stephen R. Stephen had some big hits over this past week. How's it going, Steve? Good to see you. Austin didn't play today. I didn't play either. And now I'm off tomorrow and going to fire away. All right. How are you doing at Woodbine, Steve, and Yonkers too? Yonkers, the minister of speed, George Brennan. I saw him. I went to, what was that big race, the Hambletonian or something? I think it was in New Jersey, and George Brennan swept both the men's, for the male horses and female horses. He won both races. Hambletonian, I think that was when 2009, 2010. Let me look. George Brennan, Hambletonian. Let me see. 2011. Okay. I guess it was 2011. He won both the Hambletonian and George Brennan, defending National Driver of the Year, leads Broadbond to Hambletonian win. Let me bring this up. Yeah. Okay, it was 2011. George Brennan, won that. It was a big purse. He won the Hambletonian, and he won the other one too, and he won both races. I have a cap for, they gave a cap away that day. Yeah, I went to the Meadowlands 2011 to see that. And then get this. After that, I was with my girlfriend at the time, and she was, big into racing. And we went from the Meadowlands. We drove out to Yonkers, the casino out there, and they had harness racing that night. And George Brennan was, after winning the Hambletonian, he was racing over at the Meadowlands that night. The guy doesn't give up. Christopher, like 4-7. Good luck, Chris. Chris, another big hitter in here. Good luck, Chris. Good to see you. Yeah, George Brennan, the Minister of Speed. That's his nickname. I don't know if he's that big anymore. Now it's Bartlett that wins most of the races over there. Just killing time, Stephen. Going to Las Vegas this week. Excellent. Taking mom on a helicopter ride. Holy crap, Steve. Through the Grand Canyon. That is excellent. Have a great time. Helicopter ride, Grand Canyon. Wow, can you imagine that? Okay, 2 minutes to post at Woodbine. That 4-2 exacta, 4240, 4-2. The one did pay 680 to show. Race 10. Woodbine. I'm drawing a blank. You got some favorites. I'm surprised 9 taking no money or Woodmere Fen, 7-2, currently 11-1. 10, Curious Cortez, open 3-1, currently 3-1. I, I I don't know how to make money out of this race. For me to bet on this race, it would amount to throwing money away, throwing money at a dart, throwing at a dartboard. How about the board? Let's see if the board shows something. Exact odds. I got to think that 10 is going to be live. Two is probably going to be live. Going fast. Burning the Midnight. Hey, Tim. Yeah. We're out here. And Tim, great to see you. I'm looking forward to Saratoga. Anyone else? Oh, God, yes. I will be there. They took the turf races off at Monmouth yesterday. You guys were right with your Belmont forecast. Can't wait for Del Mar. Del Mar 2, what a great track. Yannick is the top driver at Meadowlands now. Hope it was a good day for you and the viewers. I wasn't live today. I didn't bet today, but so no money lost. So that's a good day. I always wanted to go to Del Mar. If Al goes to Saratoga, I'll go. Yeah, I will be there, Stephen, and hope to see you there. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Especially Travers Day. I've been there to Travers Day a number of times in the past and had big winning days there. I mean, I had that, they had that dead heat in the Travers with Golden Sense one year, and I had it both ways. Who was the horse? It was Golden Sense and another one. I'd have to look it up. But they finished dead heat, and both exactas were over a couple $100, and I had it both ways. All right, let's see what's going on here in this race. I'm thinking 2 is going to be dangerous in this race. 10 a little bit, but I'm more inclined to go with the 2 at Woodbine, going fast. Right now, 5-2. See, 210. Who's the other one? The one that intrigues me a bit is number 8. It's carrying a little bit of weight. Forefather. 9 dead on the board. 5 Thon Control. All right, let's go this way. Let's go 2-8-10 exacta box. 2-8-10 exacta box. Something about the 8 is grabbing me. 2A10, race 10, Woodbine. Woodbine harness. Let's have a little fun here. Monday night, what the hell? Okay, race 10, Woodbine harness, 2A10 exacta box. Dipper, 2 races scheduled on turf tomorrow at Parks. With all the rain, they will probably switch to main track. Yeah, it's on the verge of raining right now outside. See, I'm at Tree Australia, nice odds, and I play a lot over there. Ricardo, I do pretty good. De Silva wants our money to himself. Yeah. He says, Alan, don't play, Australia. Okay, 2A10, they break and the cart pulls away. It's the finale, and the 8 goes to the front. So we got 2A10 box, and so far so good with this 8. And now the 9 just shoots right by the 8. We saw this last race. Here comes 2. 2 is now even money. Holy crap. Nine opened at 7-2 and now is currently 14-1. So you got to think something's wrong with the 9, and it will slip out of there. Okay, 2 looks to have this race under control, so it's going to be, I need the 8 or the 10 to get up there. 8 starting to move. One moving. Yeah, second and third. 1. 65-1. Are you kidding me? Did 1 win this race? Did 1 just win this race at 65-1? Holy crap. One wins the race, 65-1, folks. Just missed my pick 5 by your nose. Oh, God. Asinbaloya, whatever the hell name is. Never heard of this place. I know him, Ricardo. Yeah. John De Silva, great guy. A good personal friend. We talk often and discuss racing, and we go back and forth, and we have different angles. And he's been on the show before, and just an excellent guy. But he's a good guy, and he's a true friend. Need some coffee. Be back. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna get some more ice water, and I'll be back. I don't know. Holy crap! 65-1, folks. Number one wins the race 65-1. I was at Del Mar in 2006 when Lava Man won. I hammered him at 7-1. God, that must have been a thrill, Austin. Lava Man. And who's that announcer over there at Hollywood Park when Lava Man won? I think it was the next year, 2007 or 2008. And he repeated as the Hollywood Gold Cup winner. And he beat, who was that horse he beat? In this great stretch duel. And the announcer, just screamed when Lava Man won the race. 65-1. Are you kidding me? Be right back. Welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm your host, Al. Monday night racing, looking at some harness. I'm not sure where they're racing now. Let me catch up. Timothy, my relatives, Miss Fairplay out there. Nice catch. Bay Area coach was in the ballpark. Golden Sense, hell of a well, that horse was fast as hell. I got mugged on a pick six. Austin had a 21 meter maiden mugged and carried out 5 passes and would have had the pool over 250K if they put him up after 20 minutes. Inquiry. Oh my God. Fairplex. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, they had done it Woodbine, so that 1-2 exacta, one horse paid $133. 2 came in second. 8 came in third. Exacta $583. I'll tell you, that one horse, 65-1. Yonkers, what are they doing there? They're done at Yonkers. Northfield, I guess they're done there. No, they race 14 at Northfield. Do we have something we can do there? 0 minutes to post. Let's get the video up. It looks like the race is over. 5 was the big favorite. It looks like 4 is coming for home. A 15-1 over a 7-2. That's going to pay something. Yes, in Panama, Aldo, during the LA County Fair, Marty Pedrosa's playground. What do we have here? Australia, they're in race 2. Kembla Grange. Magic Carpet, number 8 is the favorite, 2-1. All the money going there. Do you just throw the money there, or do you try and do something? Bull Ring. Pedrosa mugged my horse. He was king there, not coming down on an even money shot. Oh, okay, Tim. Fairplex, we're talking about. It's long gone now. You talk about bull rings, and the one track that comes to mind is Charlestown. The jockeys at that place must hate each other's guts. There's always a jockey objection, inquiry objection. It seems like every other race. What do you think about Belmont Park? I'm hard pressed to do shows there because the payouts seem to be so low with the Ortiz brothers. And I look at the papers, I'm eating cereal in the morning, and I look at the exacta payouts, and they're like $10. And small fields. I'm thinking wait till Saratoga before going back to New York. I do not like Charlestown. That is a house of horrors, Charlestown. You know, the things I see go on there, I used to like it, but it... You know, Charlestown, it's just one of those tracks where there's always something crazy going on. I like playing long shot claimers at Belmont. Now, that's an angle, Austin, I never looked at. Long shot claimers. Okay, I'm going to play a horse, number 10. I like the purple at Pirate at Kembla Grange. Number 10, Pirate. Hey, let's do this. Number 10, Kembla Grange. Pirate. Oh, God. Looks like I can't do this. Yeah, I can. Okay, going number 10 to show at Kembla Grange. You know, do I catch this? I think I'm getting a good price. You know, by the board. You know, I play the board here mostly. I didn't see the PPs. I shouldn't be betting on this race. Let's see what happens. Running last, beautiful. Okay, we got 3-7 up front. You know, my horse is running last. You know, I hate that. I put in a play and the horse is all the way in the back. It's trapped. What a shit ride by the jockey. Who is this fucking asshole? Holy crap. Which meeting is best for tomorrow? I think Parks. For this time of the week, Tuesday, you got to go Parks. Upper middle track, decent sized person. What a crap ride on that 10. I never should have bet money on that race. Mahadi Bazaar, welcome to the show. And I think Parks is the best track tomorrow. Austin, I found one at 14-1 that jogged by 7 lengths a few weeks ago. Released it here in the chat. Austin, you've done this so many times before. So many big hits. Maurice, let's go Parks. Linda Trainee, Austin. Linda Rice. Linda Rice, she's as crooked as they come, and she gets away with murder. For tomorrow. Thanks. Last time I bet Australia, I was King Winks on top of Gimmicks. That was another good horse. Winks, yeah. Star of late night television, Winks. Winks was a beast, beat the boys and won 31. Yeah, Winks was, tremendous. I'm just thinking about that 10, and I saw that jockey. So I play the board there, right? And I figure I have a little fun on a Monday night, and running dead last and couldn't get around anyone. Who was that? Yeah. Okay, who's up next? Townsville. Oh, brother. All the horses are between 2-1 and 8-1. Okay, Austin, Townsville, 2/156. Long shot, Louie. Hey, good evening, Louie. How's it going? Osville, 2/156, exacta. Not horsing around. We got some prices here. I think 2's the one to beat. Ellie Joe. We're having a Sprite here tonight. No coffee. It's late. Zenyatta. Is Austin's Zenyatta. Did Mike Smith kill her in that last race? What a bad ride. He waited way too long on Zenyatta in that last race. You know, she should have won that race. She should have beat Blame in the Breeders' Cup. I mean, he was a mile behind. Getting 5-2 on the 2 here now, suddenly. Interesting. You know, I think that's a gift. I was at that 2009 Breeders' Cup. Santa Anita was shaking. Oh my God. I can only imagine. That must have been great, Tim. All right. Let's see. 2 goes to the front. I have 2 over 156. You know, stop the race. Two looks good. Huh. Over. It's over. Blame was a great horse. So yeah. You know, it did me good. I think I got Blame in there in the. I hit the Kentucky Derby. I hit the exact when multiple times when Animal Kingdom won, and I think Blame might have been second. You know, Blame was in there somehow. Let me look. I think he might came in second. Animal Kingdom wins the Kentucky Derby. Animal Kingdom. That was a groundbreaking Kentucky Derby for me. Uh, you in Australia, Coach? No, I'm in New York. You know, I'm doing a late night show here, not near the TV. Blame, Blame was a good horse. Who did Animal Kingdom beat? Jeez, Animal Kingdom. That was a crazy horse. Yeah, to win the Derby. And I had him. and gave him out, the day before. Yeah, it was a good pick and one of my better ones. Rex, 479. Okay. Good luck, Rex. Rex. Blaine beats Zenyatta, her only defeat. And she never should have lost that race. That was pure Mike Smith F up. Okay, be right back. All horse racing all the time. I'm your host, Al. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm back. Let's see. Boom, big bet for me. Dang coach is lambasting money. Mike. Yeah, Mike Smith. I mean, great in the Breeders' Cup. I think he has the most Breeders' Cup wins of any jockey. The guy's was great, but I think he dropped the ball on Zenyatta that race. Boom, big bet for me. All right, Rex. Mike should retire. Is Mike Smith still racing? I haven't been following California that closely. Hey, Al. Longshot Louie, is Mike Smith still racing? Yes, Austin, live in Jersey. I loved living in New Jersey. I lived there for a number of years. It was a dream. Live in Jersey, but my bro and family live in South California. I've been lucky enough to attend 3 Breeders' Cups. Um, awesome, Timothy Laloy. Hi, Coach. I just stumbled on your unexpected late show. Good to see you, Laloy. Always a pleasure. Now, we have a lot of racing going on, and overseas here from America. Uh, Going back to American racing, is there any horse that could have beat Secretariat? When you think about the great race horses, there's only one that comes to mind that I think might have been able to beat Secretariat on his best day, and that was Spectacular Bid, 1979 3-year-old. What do you think about Spectacular Bid? The Bid, um, going for the Triple Crown, stepped on a pin that day and had an injured hoof and lost the third leg. But what do you think about the Bid? Could he have beat Secretariat on his best day? Okay, I'm looking at this Townsville race here. Tari, I'm just trying to think. Could Spectacular Bid beat Secretariat on his best day? To see those two in the same race would have been something. Yeah, Spectacular Bid, the Bid. Oh my God. That horse was just out of this world. Bunny Mike, 336 million in earnings, 27 Breeders' Cups, the most again. Is he still racing, Mike Smith? Money Mike. Used to race in New York. Okay, we're having Sprite here. No coffee right now. It's late at night. Good research, Austin. Yeah. Mike is, Mike Smith, probably the best ever. One. Do you think I ride will go down as the greatest? No. No, no. Secretariat's heart was twice normal size. What do you think, Louis? Do you think Spectacular Bid could have beat Secretariat? He used to write at Canterbury back in the day. Holy crap. Jevon. Hey, Jevon. How's it going? And Mike Smith used to, his girlfriend used to be Chantel Sutherland. And, so give him kudos there. Timothy, I'm not picking on Mike. I know the shoe was racing late 50s. Austin brings up a great point. Irod needs some Breeders' Cup and Classic races to be in the discussion. That's the thing. He needs to win some big races. And the same problem used to be with Ramon Dominguez. Never won the big races, but he did win with Little Mike in the Breeders' Cup in that turf in 2011, I think, or 2012. But he never won the big races. Ramon Dominguez, he was big on the NYRA circuit. I think that's the problem with Irod. Irod will get it done. I don't know. I'm not convinced. See, he's 30. Irod, if he doesn't get injured, has at least another 15 years. Yeah, but Irod is not a, let's bring different jockeys into the picture. We have Mike Smith, of course, as Austin talked about, wins all the big races. Johnny V wins the big races. Even Castellano wins the big races. Irod doesn't. Chantel was supposed to be at Monmouth, was injured just before the meet, disappointing in more ways than one. Yeah, she was, what was her big horse? Smart Dude, or what's the name, First Dude? I mean, I think that was her horse. Other than that, she has no real career in big races. What do you think? Is there somebody else who can beat Secretariat? Secretariat stands alone. Timothy, Game On Dude, yeah. Yeah, that was one fast horse. And she lost to him with Mike Smith beating her in a big race. Game On Dude lost, and Mike Smith was the jockey, and she was like, holy shit, it's my ex-boyfriend, beating me here. Frankel. I'm trying to think. Could somebody have beat Secretariat? Justify? Mergen Farrow? I think Justify was a great horse. People, Flightline. I think Flightline might have beat Secretariat. Secretariat had that one big race, but take that apart, throw that Belmont out, and I think Flightline beat Secretariat. That horse was amazing. Excellent call, Austin. I, I watched that race when Secretariat won, and that was the first time I really watched a horse race, and that was amazing. That was my break-in into horse racing. Mind that bird. You know, mind that bird. Closer. Smarty Jones. I never saw so many. I saw people. I went to that Smarty Jones race, the Belmont Stakes, and people were crying after the race. They were so upset, and I was crushed too. He was, it looked so good turning for home. That's the one, Austin. Yeah, Flightline. That's the horse. If there is one that could have beat Secretariat, I talked about Spectacular Bid. I think Flightline is the one. That horse is a horse that was not going to be denied. Louis. Is there any other who could have beaten Secretariat? We talk about Flightline, Spectacular Bid. Uh, Al, I took the LIR to 90 at Belmont. God, that Belmont. Mind That Bird was the only horse who could have won on mud before the Kentucky Derby. Mind That Bird. What about Calvin Burrell? What do you think about this guy as a jockey? Hall of Fame caliber? Was he great? Uh, you know, you know, rode the rail. I never heard a crowd that loud. Timothy, when Swanee Jones turned for home that day, there was such a roar in that crowd. I was there with you, and nothing like it. I thought it was all over. He was up by about 4 lengths, and Ride the Rail Calvin. Is he still Is he still riding? And he had a fight that I think Calvin Burrell was never the same since he got in that fight with Castellano at the Breeders' Cup or whatever, and he went out of his mind. And I think that hurt him. I don't think he ever recovered from that. He looked nuts. Breeders' Cup winner's circle. Yeah. Calvin Burrell that day, he just looked nuts. And I think that hurt his reputation. Nick, hey, Nick Thomas. How's it going, Nick? Yeah, we're up and, talking horses here. Yeah, not so much racing, but yeah, all racing all the time, but not actually picking winners. Um, Affirmed, Outdipper. Affirmed. That was Steve Cawthon, right? Beat Alidar, all those three races by a neck every single time. Um, Steve Cawthon, what a great jockey for a short stretch here in America. And then he went overseas and he just like knocked lights out and tremendous jockey. Oh, he kind of reminds me of the 1970s, 1980s Ryan Moore. Just a great jockey, Steve Cawthon. Hey, Timothy. I'm thinking about a show for tomorrow. I'm thinking some parks. I'll look at it. Mind That Bird, An Impossible Result, Durkin. Yeah, that was crazy. Mind That Bird. Actually, a friend of a friend of mine, her father was a part owner of Mind That Bird, Calvin McBurl. Personally, I think that horse was lucky, and I think it was a royal screw job. But that's horse racing. I had them Mind That Bird. Are you kidding me, Lou? Great job. Sprite. Lou, how do you think he figured in that race? I'm just curious. What was he? 50 to 1 or something? I hear you and you make great calls on this show, but how did you see him in that race? All right. I hear that. Okay. He was a proven mudder, and none of the others ever run in the mud. Okay. And that was a great pick. Great job, Lou. 3-6, Mr. Finger Lakes. You're 3-6. That's your nickname from now on. I mean, that big exact on the show the other day. Great job. He was skipping over the mud while the others were digging in like quicksand. Okay. Great angle. And that's, and what Lou talks about here, it shows how important it is to take into consideration the conditions of the track that day. I still think Rachel Alexandra was the best horse Calvin ever rode. Yeah, and he jumped off Mind That Bird to ride her. She was amazing. And when she won that one big race at Belmont, I was there. The place was just going crazy. I don't know what the hell the name of the race was. It was after the after the Preakness. It was in the summer, and she ran lights out that day, and I think she broke records. The place was just going crazy. I have pictures I took of her right, coming after the race. Um, if I recall, he ran in Canada as a 2-year-old, then went to New Mexico as a 3-year-old. He was small with wide feet. I don't remember exactly who Mind That Bird's competition was that year. I don't think it was a big year for not Mind That Bird. I don't think it was a big year for 3-year-olds. A grade one where she beat older males as a 3-year-old filly. Rachel Alexandra. I recall that as being a weak year for racing. 2009. I remember that being a weak year for racing. There was no big 3-year-old that you could root for. And, it wasn't like 2007 where there was curling and other ones, or 2008 Big Brown. 2009 was a bad year. I think 2009 was a very bad year for horse racing. No big horses. There was Rachel Alexandra. Um, First time that happened in New York racing, I think. Austin talking about Rachel. She won the Haskell. Rachel Alexandra won the Haskell too. I didn't realize that. That's nuts. And she fell off the cliff real quick. I think they ran her into the ground, and then she started running second, and wasn't winning anymore, but she was red hot for that one certain stretch. It's the best personal enzyme back in the 80s. That's before my time. Okay, be right back. All right. I'd like to watch a replay of Purcell Enzyme Breeders' Cup race sometimes. Wow. Personal Enzyme, one of the great names of racing. Tell Al to watch that 88 Breeders' Cup Distaff. If you don't like horse racing after that, you never will. Timothy, yes, Austin, believe they dropped his stud fee. Watch a replay of the 2009 Oaks. Tell me that Peace wouldn't have won the Derby that year. Rachel's Tour de Force. You know, it's hard to pick you know, Rachel Alexandra, you know, she came along at the perfect time. It was a 2009 weak male field. (2009) You know, you look at these other fields. 2007, you had hard spun Curlin, and the other one that won the Derby. That was a great field, and they ran 1, 2, 3 in the Breeders' Cup. It was just a great 3-year-old crop. You know, when's your another 3-year-old crop like that? Yeah, I mean, this year certainly not there. You had Mage winning the Derby. Yeah, the Baffert horse winning the Preakness, and you know, these were not great horses. You know, hopefully next year we have a good crop. You know, there was Forte this year, and that one got scratched out, and even that one's not too great. You know, a closing type. You know, give me a break. (2009) Oaks victory. You know, I'm not one that follows the Kentucky Oaks that closely. Ricardo just nailed an exacta 3-7, 11-1, and 31-1. Great job, Ricardo. Geez, Ricardo comes in and delivers. Great job. You know, the question here was, is there a horse that could have beaten Secretariat? You know, I talked about Spectacular Bid, the bid. Maybe the one that could have done it. You know, I put bucks on it. All right. And Long Shot Louis, you know, always a gracious crowd. Nice. What do you think about the Triple Crown with Smarty Jones, 2004? Jerry Bailey, one of those guys they blamed for ganging up on him in that race, trying to knock the horse off. Do you think Jerry Bailey is a total fucking asshole for doing something like that? What do you think? They say the horses all ganged up on Smarty Jones that day, and Jerry Bailey being one of them. And he sits there on the show, and these horse racing shows with his little fucking hairstyle, and yeah. Do you think this guy's a jerk, or do you think he's a good guy? Do you think he ganged up? Nice hit, sir. My Honda Civic could have beat Secretariat. Oh, yeah. 0 to 50, right? Yeah. Secretariat had, a few really big races. And, you can't argue with them. They were so huge. I'm reaching for horses, Justify. What if, Justify ran out front and, took the lead on Secretariat? Do you think things would have been different? I mean, Justify, the horse never lost. And Flightline, Flightline. How do you argue with Flightline? This horse was just so strong. I find it hard to believe that Secretariat would have got the jump on Flightline or ran with him. This horse was just out of this world. American Pharaoh better than Justify, Al. Do you think so? Justify always went to the lead. Keep that in mind. I'm at Torrey, Australia. Hey, Ricardo, and some more long shot opportunities. Okay, good luck, Ricardo. Ricardo just nailed a big one over there. Keep it going, man. Some people forget that about Justify. Justify went to the lead, and that changes things. Justify retired undefeated, Triple Crown winner. Anyone that knocks Justify is crazy. I'm just saying that because AP won the Classics in his encore. Yeah, okay, a good point. What do you think about Justify, though? Do you think Justify was a great horse? Jerry Bailey made me money. One of the great jockeys, no doubt. I think he did team up on Smarty Jones that day. Justify never raced after Belmont, but speed dictates the race. I see. Yeah, Justify, he shot to the front all the time. And, I have nothing bad to say about Justify. I got a pick 4 going and third leg now looking good. Okay, Ricardo, go get him. Good luck. Justify. American Pharaoh. I think American Pharaoh was, a cool choice and got the TC done, but he didn't have the electricity of Justify. He was nice and he was solid, but Justify was, a lightning bolt in that year. Team Justify. Oh, Dipper. I was also at the 2004 Belmont. What a day, right? And it got dark later, and Ronald Reagan died that day. And maybe Smarty made his move a little too early. What do you think? It was just horrible. I think he got sucked into the pace that day. And I was sitting next to somebody, and right before the race went off, they said that Ronald Reagan passed away, right? It was that same day as the Belmont Stakes, 2004. And it was a woman, and she turned around, looked at me, and she says, I don't care. I didn't vote for him. These hardcore, people who play politics, but she said she couldn't give a shit that Ronald Reagan died. Yeah, she couldn't stand him. And maybe Smarty made his move a little early. Maybe he did, but that was his style of running. And I think Smarty ran his race and he lost running his race. That's what I thought. And I was crushed. And so many people were, at the same time. I saw people crying at the track that day. And the classic Beholder was scratched versus Pharaoh, and she was probably the speed of that race. Wow. I didn't realize that, Tim. Yeah, American Pharaoh, everyone was on Pharaoh, but it was not the same as Justify. Justify was a magical horse, maybe not as fast as Pharaoh, but, had the undefeated thing coming in. But I didn't realize that, Beholder. Okay, thanks, Tim. New York is a tough owl. Yeah. Ricardo, $2 straight, paid me $313.80. Great job. Holy crap. That's a hell of a hit. $313.80. Great job, Ricardo. Sharp handicappers and historians in the chat. Austin. Excellent. Yeah, that's a hell of a hit. 155 to 1. You shitting me? What a great hit. Great job, Ricardo. Um, okay, Tim. Well, we don't want to go down to what happened at Santa Anita, which justifies drug tests, do we? No, we don't want to. And Justify did a great job. I mean, this was a great horse. You know, apparently this didn't add up to nothing because nothing came of it. Team Justify. You know, Justify versus Secretariat. You know, how do we do this? Now, I gather Justify would gain the early lead on Secretariat. Because Justify was a lightning bolt. You know, where do we go from there? You know, does Secretariat fold? Does Justify run Secretariat into the ground? We don't know. I don't think American Pharaoh would run Secretariat into the ground, but Justify might. How about, you know, talking about fast horses? I know he passed the other ones at the three tracks he won. You know, Justify never lost a race. So, you know, he's unmarked right now, and he remains unmarked. Secretariat got marked. You know, he got beat. So did American Pharaoh. But you know what? You know, I'm going to call it a night, and I want to thank everyone for joining us here. And tomorrow, maybe Parks. I'll let you know. Have a good night, everyone. Always a pleasure.